Hello, makers. It's D Hart here. I'm going to be showing you how to get started on your digital mandala. So you're going to find this digital mandala template in your Google Classroom, and it's under current cycle, and it is your final mandala creation. Now you'll notice that I started using emojis, and I'm using the money bag to indicate that this is a big money item. Like, you want to do this project. It is 50% of your grade. It's also 100 points. Okay, this is the mastery level. You are showing me that you've mastered radial design and that you've mastered the knowledge of mandalas. Okay, so we are checking for learning now. So it says here you're going to use the mandala slideshow to walk you through your final mandala creation. Use the mandala you can create is either traditional with art supplies on paper, or you can create one digitally using Google Drawing. Okay. Video tutorials are embedded within the slideshow. You may reference them at any point while you're working. And then I put the checklist down here. These are the 4 items you must include in your project. And these are for both paper or digital. The videos are listed here, like I said. So you're going to go into Google Classroom and you're going to click on Digital Mandala Template. And I already have one here. I am going to make a copy for myself so that I'm not altering yours, and I'm going to write DHeart getting started. All right. So the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out what color background. You can change this later. You right click, which is 2 fingers on your touchpad. I'm using a mouse. It's just easier for me because I'm far away from my laptop. And you go into background and you can choose anything you like. I might do black. I could also do the gradients. Remember those? Those are pretty cool. That's kind of fun. Maybe I'll leave that for now. So now what you're going to do is you're going to grab your circle tool. And in order for me to make this a perfect circle, see how this wants to create these smooshed oval shapes? I'm going to hit the shift key on my laptop. And what that's going to do is that's going to lock it in to be a perfect circle. Now, I want to make this as large as my gray background. So again, I'm holding the shift key and I'm bringing it down. I can center it if I want. And I can change the color of this. It doesn't have to stay that color. Remember, one of the options, if you'll notice inside this template, I have the 4 items that you need to do or remember to show mastery. And the first one is you're going to be creating a radial symmetrical design. We're getting there. Next is using a variety of organic or geometric lines and shapes. Again, we're getting there. We're not that step yet. Make a deliberate decision on the color choices in your design. We've already started with our background and now our circle. So what color choices are you thinking of using? It can be anything. I can even come in here and do a custom color if I'd like. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. And then the last thing is 2 hours of concentrated time is put into project. If you use your time in class, you will be fine. It's when you sit and you waste time and you're not using that time I give you that you're going to have to invest some of your own time. Over here on the right, you're going to see some Chromebook keyboard shortcuts that will be helpful. Mostly the ones up here at the top are going to be the most helpful to you. So I'm going to start with my circle, and I'm going to continue doing circles. Again, I'm holding the shift key so that I can get that perfect circle. You want to do a minimum of 3 circles. And I'm going to center these. Now, how I can tell that they are centered is these little red dash marks that are going in the center of that purple. So I want to get the horizontal one, but I also want to get the vertical. See that? That's going to tell me that that circle is centered. I am going to change the color. Yes. Again, those crosshairs. I'm going to do some more circles. Again, I'm hitting the shift key so that I get my perfect circle. And I'm going to move it to hit the center point. This is just setting up your mandala. What color do I want to make that one? Maybe blue. No, I don't like that blue. That's okay. I like that. Again, I'm going to do some more circles. You can do a minimum of 3. I'm going to do a few more because I want to. It's my art. Hit my shift key so I get that perfect circle. Move it up so that I get those both vertical and horizontal. What color do I want this? Bingo. I like that. I like weird, gross colors. I think I'm going to do one more circle. Shift key. Center. No, I don't like that. I'm going to customize. I want a green, I think, or a teal. Ooh, that could be fun. Love it. Done. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 circles. So now this is set up. It looks kind of like a bullseye. I'm going to come up here and grab my line tool. And I'm going to start dividing my circles into the pie slices for my radial design. These lines are not going to stay here forever. They're just going to be guides while we create this. When I hover over, you're going to see that these little circles show up, and they're showing me where the little points are in my circle. So I'm going to take a line directly across and divide my circle in half vertically and horizontally and diagonal. So I end up with my pie slices. Okay, so that is ready to go. Now we are going to use shapes and lines, and we are going to design one pie slice, one of these little slices in our circle. Let me show you some examples of what I've been working on. So here's one that I have one slice done. Shapes, colors that I picked. Here's a one that I'm working on. I'm not done with this one yet. And then the one that I just started. So I'm going to come up here to my shape tool. I can use any shape. I can use any arrow. I can use call outs. I love this one. And I can put this in the center. If I want to make it more perfect, I can hit that shift key. If I don't want it to be like off wonky, I'm going to line this up. I'm going to change the color. Something else I can play around with is the outline of the shapes. So, for example, this green star has this black outline. I don't like that. I can either do transparent. I could make whatever I want. Where'd my green go? So that line, I could do yellow. I do mine transparent, meaning it's not going to have a color out. It's not going to have a colorful outline. Okay. So now I'm going to design this pie slice. I can do whichever one. I'm just going to focus here. I'm going to grab some more shapes, whatever I want. Again, if I'm okay with the wonky ovals like that, that's fine. If I want to make it a perfect circle, I have to hit shift. That shift key is going to help keep it a perfect circle. I could use this teardrop is a neat one. It kind of reminds me of a petal. If I want to spin a shape, there's this little circle that's going to allow me to spin that shape. I want my transparent outline. I don't like the black outline. I'm also going to make my circles have transparent. I don't like the outline. That's just my preference. You might like the outline. There we go. So I'm going to keep designing this. And I'm going to keep in mind colors. I'm going to keep in mind shapes. I want to do a shape that, ooh, the lightning bolt's kind of fun. So if I like a shape that I make and I want to duplicate it, let me show you how to do that. Looks like the flash. So if I like that, I can hit Control D, and that's going to duplicate and give me the exact same one. I can spin like that. So you're going to continue doing this and design your entire slice. You don't want to go too simple. You do want to kind of fill the space in however you want. But that's how you get started on your digital mandala. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see your designs. Have a great day.